previous chapter, the first chapter, political science. Now, today I am going to discuss about the meaning of the politics, as I told you yesterday about some essential and important definitions regarding political science, how many philosophers they presented their opinion. Now, I am going to discuss the meaning of politics. The politics is an endless, timeless, and universal activity which aims at achieving the well being of individuals in the organized society by solving their problems to greatest extent possible. Now we are here that what do you mean by the term politics and what is the exact meaning of politics? It is said here the politics is endless. Endless. How it is endless? How it is endless? Endless because political is current. It flows from one end to another, but another end is not defined because as the people will survive, as the society will be in existence, the politics there be forever. So it starts with one point, as I told you yesterday, that it was systematically arranged by the Greek philosophers. Now it is timeless, universal activity which aims at achieving the well-being of individuals in the organized society. I told you yesterday that society itself is the part of state. State consists of many societies, and societies consist of the people. Now, here, as you can see the platform, state, and state consists of societies, and societies consist of people. If we think the interest of the state to the interest of societies, the interest of people are the interest of society, interest of people is involved there. So it is individual state when we call it as unit. But in comprehensive way, we observe this is a group of people, group of societies. So when we arrange some instructions, discipline in systematic uh, organization in systematic way, it is known as the politics. And I told I told you yesterday that political science was invented to resolve the problems of the society and the individual person. Aristotle called politics is a master science. Master science, what is the exact meaning of master science? When you say this is a master science, it means this science controls all aspect of societies, and it is useful for the society, right? So if we see what David Aston defined, according to David Aston, politics is an attempt at authoritative allocation of values. Authoritative allocation of values. It means we wish to have an ideal society that the people would follow the great instruction, great discipline, which is authenticated by state, by the group of the people or some people, or there might be a king or any single unit, individual person, plurals. In plural groups, you can observe those. So many philosophers they emphasized on the way of disciplined people. They always had a wish to organize the society as ideal society. So another part, politics is an endless, timeless and universal attempt. Again, we see Robert Dahl and Harold. These two people, they described, and also Jelaski explained politics as a special case in the exercise of power. Exercise of power. You know, the Lasky was the great politician. He wrote many books on politics. So Jean Blondel, in his book An Introduction to the Comparative Government, idealizes politics by stressing on decision taking. Michael Oakeshott, another person, in his book Political Education. Political Education was written by Michael Oakeshott, attempts to define political activity as an activity in which human beings related to one another as a member of a civil association. Hello, Sharad. So, hello, hello. Yes, Sharad. What is your problem? Are you really willing to opt political science as optional subjects? If it is so, so there is a subject, okay, which human beings related to one another, members of the civil association, think and speak about arrangements and conditions of their association from the point of view of their desirability of the proposed changes and act in such a manner to promote the changes. So this was the definition stated by many philosophers, many thinkers. There were Lasky, there were Oakeshott, and it is not it is not necessary that you just describe the name of book every time. It is there to just teach you and to explain the source of the political ideologies. Okay. Thus, the meaning of word politics remains unclear because no single definition was mentioned to complete the nature and the meaning of the politics. And it and used with the different meanings by the different people. Many people stated many other topics. Many people described their own views according to the situation, according to the nature of the state, according to the purpose of the state. Because you know there are many types of rules relevant in the world, and we people are practicing as our ancestor, our political system is directing us, right? So, different meanings by the different people. Some political thinkers distinguish between political science as the systematic study of the theoretical aspect of the political process. As we say that political thinkers distinguish between the political science. Political science is a systematic study. When we say that systematic study, when we say that systematic study, what is it mean? It means we arrange from top to bottom study of the state, problems of the states, societies, organization, the people, right? So when we say the systematic study, it means we study from top to bottom, right? Systematic study of theoretical aspects of political process and politics as the practical side of social process. Politics as the practical side of social process. Practical sides of the social process. It means when we say the practical side of social process, it means when we people make any change, any law, any direction to the state, to the people of the society. So this must be practiced by others. So as an application, we get the model of the political science, the model of the politics. Generally, writers like Aristotle and H.J. Lasky, by the use of the term politics mean both the dimensions, the confusion generated by the modern electoral politics in various democracies and the functioning of the democratic forces and institutions across the world has made certain writers to the concluded as utterly disappointing and unworthy. So many writers they use the term politics mean both the direction. Okay. Antonio Salazar, the Portuguese dictator, associated politics with all those noisy and incoherent promises, the impossible demands, the hodgepodge of unfounded ideas, and impractical plans, opportunities that cares neither for truth and justice. The inglorious chase after unmerited fame, the unleashing of controllable passions, the